Okay, let's see. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna land the wrong way and I'm gonna pay for it.
Welcome again, everybody. It is my sincere pleasure to welcome all of you here this evening for our graduation ceremony. Tonight, we are here to honor more than 80 students that have graduated over the last year. As we begin our program, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our graduates, their families, and friends. This is a very special night for the Mildred Elley community, and as evident by the number of people gathered here this evening, there are many family members, friends, and loved ones who have shared your academic journey and are here tonight to share this wonderful achievement. Graduates, please rise, turn, and give your family and friends a huge round of applause. Secondly, I would like to thank the Barrington Stage Company. Mildred Elley appreciates the great relationship we have with the staff of Barrington Stage, and we are privileged to have our graduation ceremony in this venue that supports both the arts and education. I would also like to recognize the faculty and staff of Mildred Elley for their dedication and commitment. They have been instrumental in your journey across the stage tonight, and couldn't be prouder to share your joy this evening. Graduation is one of the greatest times of our life. A graduation is a ceremony that gives you the opportunity to stop and celebrate the culmination of all your efforts and truly absorb your new status and the start of a new chapter in your life. This is also a special opportunity for those who have touched your life throughout this journey to celebrate with you and feel rewarded. As you move forward, we at Mildred Elley hope you will keep in touch with us and share all the amazing accomplishments that await. Congratulations, everyone. I would like now everyone to rise for our national anthem, performed by our distinguished alumni of our hospitality program, Ms. Christina Tuff.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light one so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce the President of Empire Education Corporation, Dr. John McGrath.
Good evening, everyone. This is interesting. Can you all hear me? Congratulations to the graduates of Mildred Elley here in Pittsfield. It is an honor to stand before such a distinguished group of women and men who are about to receive their certificate diploma. Today is your day. Today, you earn a college certificate, which is a testament to your intellectual acumen. And as you know better than anyone else, you earned it. Nobody can ever take it away from you. You sacrificed and persevered to achieve your dreams, and you did not give up. Many of you juggled the competing demands of family, work, and college. Some of you are parents. Some of you are single parents. But notwithstanding all of the obstacles, despite all the times when it would have been just too easy to give up, you said no. You conquered the obstacles, and you are here tonight in front of your families and friends as graduates. Congratulations. I'll let you in on a little secret. The real leaders of this world are those who prepare themselves academically and intellectually. But the real leaders of this world have passion. They have passion to secure their dreams. A simple rule is you gotta get to the table. You gotta get into the house. And if the front door is closed, go around to the back door. And if the back door is closed, go and open a window. And if the window is closed, cut a hole in the damn roof, but get into that house. Make yourself a success. My father always told me when I was growing up, he said, Johnny, he said, courage is half the battle. And he was right. And he always said to me that the person, and listen carefully to this, that the person that knows how will most likely have a job. But the person that also knows why will most likely be their boss. And your education prepared you to not only understand how, but also to understand the why. As I thought about addressing you this evening, I reflected on quotes from certain philosophers, intellectuals, and poets, and athletes that have inspired me throughout my life. So permit me the liberty to just name a few with respect to some key things that I think are important to take with you after you graduate. The first, the thought is to examine your own life. Socrates stated, the unexamined life is not worth living. Men should look within themselves to get a true value of life. You must critically analyze the effects of your choices and actions in the process of becoming and determining your future. The second is think independently. Albert Einstein stated that great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. A person that never made a mistake never tried anything new. Courage. I suppose my favorite quote with respect to courage is from Nelson Mandela. And Mandela said, there is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that lies less than the one you are worth living for. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but it was the triumph over it. Confidence. Muhammad Ali. He who is not courageous to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. If you dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize. I'm so fast that last night I turned the light off in my hotel room and I was in bed before the room went dark. John Wayne. Go for it. Courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. Struggle to achieve greatness. Martin Luther King. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. So we must straighten our backs and work for our freedom. A man can't ride you unless your back is bent. an educated mind, Victor Hugo. He who opens a school door closes a prison. And taking the shot, sometimes against all odds, Michael Jordan. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost over 300 games. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot 26 times and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, but that is why I succeed. I haven't been afraid to fail. And sacrifice. I've mentioned some great intellectuals, Einstein and Socrates and others, but now I'm going to quote one of perhaps the greatest intellectual, Rocky Balboa. Some of you saw the movie Rocky, probably. Remember that scene where he's talking to his son? And his son says, "Dad, why are you going into this fight? You're too old, you're only going to embarrass me." And he talked about sacrifice and being prepared to take the hits. And Rocky says, it's not how many times you get knocked down in life that counts. It's how many times you get back up. Let me tell you something you already know, son. The world is not all sunshine and rainbows. It can be a mean and nasty place, but I don't care how tough you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it's not how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get it. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying that you're not where you want to be because of him, her, or anybody. Cowards do that, and you're not a coward. You're better than that. At the end of the day, when you look back upon your life, you will ask yourself, what good did I do when I was here? What contribution did I make during my life? So examine your life from time to time. Reflect on your life. Reflect on it intellectually. Reflect on it spiritually. And don't worry about critics. There's always plenty of people to criticize. Typically the people that don't do much themselves. And my favorite quote from Theodore Roosevelt at the turn of the century that he gave in Paris talks about not worrying about critics. He stated, "It's not the critic who counts. It's not the man who points out how the strong man stumbled or how the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man that's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is not effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deed, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotion, and spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place will never be with those cold and timid souls that know neither victory nor defeat." One of the things I would like you to do tonight for me, when you go home, is I want you to take a piece of paper out, and on it, I want you to write where you think you're going to be a year from now. Then write where you think you're going to be 3 years from now. And then write where you're going to be 5 years from now and 10 years from now. Make it sincere. And then I want you to hide it, where no one else knows where it is but you. And after 1 year, or 3 years, or 5 years, or 10 years, go back to wherever you continually kept that secret document that you put together tonight away. And then compare that to where you are 1, 3, 5, 10 years from now. And how has your life changed? Did you stay true to yourself? Were you intellectually, spiritually, emotionally true to your inner core as to really what you want it to be? Because life will take a lot of changes. And it's very, very interesting to see the transgression of your life. And everything starts with a dream. There's a song that goes, "I hope you dance." My daughter just got married on Saturday. And she had the unpleasant experience of me singing the song to her. And part of the words were, "I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. I hope you never fear mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they are worth taking. And when you get the chance to sit it out and dance, I hope you dance." So I'll leave you with an Irish blessing. May the roads rise to meet you. May the winds be always at your back. And may God forever hold you in the palm of his hand. God bless you. We love you. And by the way, while I'm up here, thank you to the faculty, staff, and administration of Mildred, Elley, and Biscuit. You guys are great, and they are a reflection of you and the greatness of you guys here. You might consider the president of the campus. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. McGrath. I would like now to introduce this evening's student speaker. A graduate of our Practical Nurse program, this student truly represents the journey many of the graduate candidates sitting here tonight have embarked on. Please help me welcome Ms. Tiffany Schmidt.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Tiffany Schmidt, and I'm this year's student speaker. I was asked to be this evening's student speaker. As we sit here tonight wearing our caps and gowns proudly, we should take a moment to reflect on the journeys we all embarked and how it feels to be officially done. Massage therapy, medical assisting, cosmetology, practical nursing, business management, and information tech students, think back to your first day of school. What were you feeling sitting in that class? No one said it was going to be easy, and it wasn't, right? But those sitting here tonight spent hours studying, practicing skill sets, emailing instructors for assistance, and trying their best to achieve their chosen career. I want to personally congratulate every student here. We have all been waiting for this moment, and it has finally arrived. Mildred Elley's Pittsfield campus was by far one of the best choices for my nursing education. I can remember driving over an hour to do a campus tour, feeling a little hesitant as to whether this would be a good choice for me, both career-wise and educationally. When I walked into the main office, I felt welcomed with open arms, as the staff at Mildred Elley were more than willing to help me start my nursing education pathway. To my surprise, after filling out some paperwork, I was able to sign up for my prerequisite classes, in which they were starting the very next day. Financial aid started my FAFSA application, and I was able to enroll in the classes and start the next day, not giving me much of a choice to back out. When I began taking my core classes, I realized that Mildred Elley was different from some of the other programs I had looked into, and the teachers were also different. I was learning in a small classroom-sized lecture with a teacher who had first-hand experience in the clinical world of nursing. When I finally finished my core classes, passed my TEAS exam, and got accepted as a PN student, I was ecstatic. But I didn't know the moment I became that PN student, my life would change forever. Starting Mildred Elley's PN program, I was filled with a lot of mixed emotions. Many students felt the same as I did, as I came to realize later on. Running on only 8 weeks per class to learn and remember medications wasn't easy, but I managed to do well. It took a lot of class time spent reading through chapters and chapters in the textbook, making flashcards, but when you want something bad enough, especially when I want something bad enough, I work hard and diligently at it. I always have the same motto, to never give up. Just because something is challenging doesn't mean you should turn your head and walk away from it. Nothing is meant to be easy, especially nursing. The long days and even longer nights I spent at my desk driving to clinical, and maybe even crying or laughing at myself, ultimately paid off, because now I'm an official licensed practical nurse. I would like to personally thank all the staff who had a part in my education at Mildred Elley. Terry Becker was an amazing mentor, clinical instructor, and friend to many of us students, but more so to me. She saw something in me that I didn't see, a nurse in the making that would be successful based on the hard work and dedication I was putting into this program. Terry and Christy Shook were definitely not the easiest clinical instructors, but they definitely prepared me for the real world out in the field of nursing. They taught me to be on time, prepared, and ready with a wealth of knowledge that I would need to succeed. This is where the program shines. The students that make it through the program are the ones that dedicated their time to learning what it takes to be a nurse, how to answer those NCLEX questions that we all love so much, and took what our instructors said seriously and instituted them into our nursing skills and knowledge. I have been an LPN for 6 months now, and words cannot explain how it feels to be making a difference in the lives of others. My nursing instructors were hard on us, but not in a bad way. I still hear their voices from time to time when I'm working. Did you do your 3 checks? Remember to wash your hands. Document, document, document. And my personal favorite, ask your CNAs if they need any help. Those little statements have stayed with me, and they have helped me become the nurse I am, and that I'm truly thankful for. Standing here at this podium tonight, I can finally say, as well as every student here, I'm a Mildred Elley graduate. Good luck with all of your endeavors. I hope your new careers offer new opportunities and memories that last a lifetime. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Tiffany. I would now like to introduce tonight's keynote speaker. Tonight's speaker is currently serving her 5th term as an at-large city councilor for Pittsfield. Growing up locally in Dalton, Massachusetts, graduating from Wacona Regional High School and going on to receive her associate's degree in dental hygiene from Springfield Technical Community College, our keynote speaker is also a member of many local boards, including Zonta International and the Here at Home Committee, is also president of many boards, including directors for the Gladys Allen Brigham Center and volunteers for the Ralph Frio Senior Center, among many other things. It is my honor to introduce, hopefully, our next mayor of Pittsfield, Melissa Nesbitt.
Too bad.
Thank you very much. When I was listening to our very distinguished first speaker, and he was going through his lists of all the quotes that he wanted to give, as I was sitting there with one of my biggest quotes as part of almost my entire speech, I was like, after Rocky Balboa, he's never going to hit on Teddy Roosevelt, and bam, there you go. So you're going to hear that quote again because it's so important, but I'll give it a little bit of a twist. So congratulations to all of you sitting out there. You're an amazing looking group. And it's an honor for me to be asked to speak at your 2019 commencement. I had the distinct pleasure to deliver a commencement address back in 2014. And as I was getting ready to write this address, I thought it'd be kind of interesting to just look back just a few years ago and see what was happening then. So, in 2014, Barack Obama was our president. Miss him. Recreational marijuana had just become legalized in Colorado. Ellen DeGeneres took an epic selfie of her and 11 of the hottest celebrities at the Oscars. Sharknado 2 had just come out, and a Super Bowl ad for 30 seconds cost $4.25 million. So here we are today in 2019. Trump is our president. A Girl Scout in Colorado sold over 300 boxes of cookies in 6 hours in front of a marijuana retail shop. Good for her. But more than 260 people have died taking a selfie. Sharknado 7 is lurking around the corner. And a Super Bowl ad is now going to cost you $5.3 million. So I'm not sure if this should inspire you, scare you, or make you long for the good old days. But what I saw were things change for the good and the bad very quickly. And it's up to you to decide how you're going to change with the times. As I look out at all of you sitting here, I know that you made a decision in your life to take a bold step to better yourself, for those you love, and for those who love you. Myself, like some of you here today, had to overcome hardships to get the first career that I wanted. I was raised by a hardworking single mother who didn't have the financial means to put me through college. Knowing this, I found myself faced with a tough decision. I wanted to go to dental school, but I didn't have the money. And if I couldn't make my way to dental school, I thought I would stay in the field of study that I loved. So I applied and was accepted into a dental hygiene program at Springfield Tech Community College. I received financial aid, and I was on my way to school to become a hygienist. The week before I was to start school, I went to meet with my advisor, and she asked me, did I bring the $700 check that I had to pay for my first set of instruments? I still have. I said that I didn't have the money right now, and I was going to use my financial aid. Well, I guess there's something in the guidelines that say you can't use the money for this, and you can't use the money for that. And she informed me that I wasn't able to use the money for that. So there I was. My plan was all set, and in a blink of an eye, it was falling apart. I was in tears, and I told her that I couldn't pay it out of my pocket, and I was going to have to drop out of the program. As you can imagine, I was devastated. But the STCC administration was able to see my dilemma and help me work out a plan. I worked as a tutor full-time, and I paid off the tools, and I was able to go on, and I got my associate's science degree in dental hygiene. I was a hygienist in a career that I loved for 23 years. I loved that job. But after an injury caused me to have 4 back operations, I knew it was time to look for a different career. And at the time, I was involved with a political group that helped women to get elected to politics. And so when my career was over, I figured, well, I might as well dive into the political arena. And that is a perfect name for it. And that's what I'm going to circle back to that quote. I have been elected to the City Council of Pittsfield for 5 consecutive 2-year terms. I was the president of the council for 2 years. And now I have decided that I'm going to run for mayor. No pressure. I'm sharing these stories with you because I'm sure that many of you here today have had a situation that almost kept you from getting started on your career path. And I'm sure there were people here who have been criticized for their life choices and made to feel self-doubt. But lucky for all of you, you chose to walk through the doors of Mildred Elley. And if you had an issue suddenly come up, they were there to help you figure it out, to keep you on the track to where you are now. Working full-time is the only way that I could support myself and get my degree. And many of you have worked full-time to attend Mildred Elley. And look what you've accomplished. You've chosen to attend Mildred Elley right out of high school, or you may have chosen to attend Mildred Elley because of the non-traditional approaches to getting your education, like night and weekend classes. Each of you chose Mildred Elley because it fit your lifestyle. You may have children, or you're raising loved ones, or whatever circumstances were, Mildred Elley was the right path to take. The career choices at Mildred Elley, which you heard from your speaker, definitely fit in today's needs. Vocational education is on the rise, and thankfully so. Pushing students out the door after high school into a 4-year college degree scenario has actually been detrimental to our economy. Here in the Berkshires, jobs in the healthcare field and hospitality field are in high demand, and many businesses are out there right now desperate for help. You have in your hand a certificate that puts you in the door of your chosen career. You are on your way. By choosing this path, you are all courageous. Through adversity and hard times, you persevered and did what you set out to do. You graduated. It takes courage to fight for yourself when things aren't going your way and nobody is on your side. It takes courage to take the plunge knowing how hard the journey will be. And it takes courage to break the mold and create a new life for yourself. As you move forward in life, never let anyone discredit what you have accomplished here today. There is no right path to take, nor is there a correct number of years to finishing your education. Each and every one of you defied the odds, overcome the hardships, and won. And I want to leave you with a quote that you may not have heard for 5 minutes. But it came from one of my favorite authors and a motivational speaker, Brene Brown. And she had a really famous TED Talk, and do yourself a favor and listen to it. And her talk was called A Call to Courage. And she talks about a speech that was by President Theodore Roosevelt called A Man in the Arena. And I told you how I was going to circle back to that political arena and how relevant this is all today. So I'm going to tell you this again, just in case you missed it the first time, even though I know you were listening attentively. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong the man who stumbles, nor where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who becomes short again and again, but because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does not actually strive to do the deeds. Who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. And Brene Brown goes on to say, if you're not in the arena getting your butt kicked on occasion, I'm not interested in your feedback. So for the class of 2019, it's been my privilege and honor to speak to you today. You're courageous, you've inspired me, and I can't wait to see the big things that you all accomplish. Congratulations.
Thank you, Melissa. Working closely with our student, staff, and faculty members, it is my privilege this evening to present the Excellence in Teaching Award. The Excellence in Teaching Award is selected by the graduating class in the administration of Mildred Elley and recognizes a faculty member who has consistently demonstrated excellence in teaching. The chosen recipient exemplifies the mission of Mildred Elley and has gone above and beyond their role to ensure the success of our students. This year, we are pleased to announce two winners of the award. As graduation again falls during break week, both of these faculty members are enjoying well-earned vacations. But that said, I would love that you please join me in congratulating this year's recipients of the Excellence in Teaching Award, Ms. Greta Cullen and Ms. Elijah.
The Distinguished Service Award is presented to a member of Mildred Elley's administration or staff who the graduates feel was the most helpful to them during their time in Mildred Elley. The recipient of this award assists our students personally, professionally, and academically and truly exemplifies the spirit of the Mildred Elley community. Please join me in congratulating this year's Distinguished Service Award recipient, Avi Verdi. It is also my pleasure to present the Faith A. Takis Presidential Award to one member of tonight's graduating class. As Mildred Elley's chairwoman of the board, the Faith A. Takis Award honors Faith's dream and determination and is the highest award presented to a graduate at each commencement ceremony. This award recognizes the graduate's outstanding contributions to the Mildred Elley community, as well as his or her academic achievements and personal accomplishments while a student here at Mildred Elley. Please join me in honoring Deborah Tullock, a graduate candidate of our Clinical Medical Assistant program. Carrie Swain, our Dean of Academic Affairs, will now oversee the presentation of the Academic Achievement Awards.
Excuse me, this is just not working tonight. The Academic Achievement Awards are not only given to recognize students' outstanding academic achievements, but also to recognize the dedication to their studies and a positive attitude while attending Mildred Elley. These award recipients represent the true spirit of the school. An award is given to one student in each of our 6 academic departments. I will call each department chair to the podium to announce the award winners. Students, as your name is called, please come to the stage to receive your award. It is my honor as Dean to represent the Business Management and Information Technology departments. The recipient of the award for Business Management is a student who could always be seen around campus, was quiet but steady, by all accounts a pleasure to have in class, and who always put the best foot forward, as they say. I am happy to be able to present this award to Paul Goodson. The recipient for the Information Technology Department was extremely committed to the program. Always eager, always on top of assignments, always willing to help other students, and always looking ahead at the future. I am truly pleased to present this award to William Snooks. Studies.
Hi guys. So, as you guys know, if I could, I would have chosen an award for each one of you, but I can't. But just know I'm proud of each and every one of you. The one person that actually exemplified what this award is about is someone who just couldn't get away from Mildred Elley. He actually had to do 2 programs in order to then move forward, as well as work for us for a time being in our admissions department. He is a wonderful human being. He helps anyone that he possibly can, and he did excellent in his studies. So, welcome, Jason Reese.
Therapy to present the award for his department.
Good evening. My back hurts a little bit. Any massage therapy stuff there? Yes, it's that time again, and even though I have a few students here tonight, yes, I hope I'll give you some sort of an award, especially Hunter. Is Hunter out there? Yeah. Love you, Hunter. This student was exemplary all the way around through the entire year, impressive in so many ways, and always on, on point. Everything I said, she did, and it just was a pleasure to have her in class. She worked very hard. She deserved everything she got. So, Holly, let's do this. Come on.
Practical nursing recipient.
I've known the recipient of this award for about half of her career at Mildred Elley. Time and time again, she's proven to be intelligent, courteous, and caring. And at times she even made me question who is the student and who is the instructor. She will do great things, and I'm so very proud. And it's my pleasure to give the academic what are we all having this problem? This award goes to Erin Reynolds.
Department Chair for Cosmetology, to present the award for her department. It was quite a task for me to have to choose one of my several students who were incredibly welcoming when I joined the faculty at first, to find one that I felt was the embodiment of my program. The student I chose, I have the pleasure that I got to watch her grow with the program and mature and come into her own. So I would like to present the award for my department to Samantha Tupance. Congratulations to all the award recipients. It is now our distinct honor and privilege to ask Lori Robinson, our admissions assistant, and Peggy Harrington, our financial aid, apparently a little shocked by that, to please stand and make ready the Mildred Elley candidates for graduation. I would like to ask Jennifer Dashika, Director of Admissions, to read the names of our graduating class.
I would like to ask Nicole Vaughn and the Medical Studies faculty to present the diplomas to the Medical Studies graduates. Cynthia Adams.
Yeah, he is. Okay, just making sure.
Brittany Bannister. Alyssa Casella. Ashley Clavette.
I know who. It's Dennis's daughter. Yeah. Yes, I do remember her now.
Catherine Lynn Davis.
It is Ashley.
Pamela Del Molino. Michelle Casella. Renee Elwell.
Damn.
Ashley Arichetto. Khadijah Jackson. Tara LaFont. Cynthia Love. Shannon Hope Morgan. Stephanie Potts. Arisha Richards. Cheyenne Signor.
Just don't move.
Autumn Steele. Ashley Thomas. Jonna Thompson. Deborah Tollett. Jessica Vickery. Allison Whitestone. Jason Reese. If Lori could ready the medical office assistant students.
That damn guy with that flash gun's interfering with my lens camera.
Jason Reese. Shamika Brown. Candace Hover. Natasha Kegris.
Go ahead, cousin, I don't know.
Jennifer Thompson. Amazonia and the massage therapy faculty to present the diplomas to the massage therapy graduates.
Come on, Samantha.
Samantha Lee Hover. Holly Leskovitz. Barbara Elizabeth Moynihan. Hunter Toole. Carrie Swain will award the diplomas for the business management program. Dominique Todd. Jasmine Boland.
Damn camera.
Paul Edward Goodson III. Nicole Catherine Quintel. I'd like to ask Genevieve Messina to stand and present the diplomas for the cosmetology students. Lisa Daly. Elizabeth Gallagher. Kayla Messenger. Sherry Lee Mickle. Pamela Padron Rodas. Alexander Salmon. Amy Lynn Scott.
I'm falling asleep.
Tara Stracuzzi.
Damn.
Sammy Tuhans. Sadie Watford. Elizabeth Wyman. Kara Vincent will present the diplomas to the practical nurse graduates this evening. Marcia Millard. Teresa Ramos. Erin Aletta Reynolds. Tiffany Lynn Schmidt.
God damn.
Brittany Savoy. Carrie Swain will now present diplomas to our information technology graduates.
Look at that shoulder in there.
Morgane Ballstead. Dennis Ledger. Cameron McCarran. William Snooks. Michelle Wellington. Brett Wood. At this time, I would like Candace Hover to come up to present diplomas to the high school graduates from the Penn Foster High School Completion Program. Kim Adornetto. Melissa Brown Boyer. Pamela Del Molino.
I would like to introduce Dr. John McGrath, who will confer our degrees.
Okay, this is the big moment. Mildred Elley's Pittsfield campus is licensed to operate the Massachusetts Division of Professional Licensure, Office of Private Occupational School Education. It is accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools to award certificates and diplomas. On the recommendation of the faculty of the institution, by the Board of Directors of Empire Education Corporation, and in recognition of the completion of each student's prescribed course of study, I, as the President of Mildred Elley, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the above-mentioned agencies, do hereby declare that those standing before me are graduates of their respective programs with all the rights, obligations, and privileges pertaining to their academic achievement. Congratulations, graduates.
Before I conclude, I just want to, for me personally, I've been with Mildred Elley, the Pittsfield campus, since December. So I'm fairly new. This is my first graduation. And one thing I found, I realized fairly quickly is that Mildred Elley,
Who's got the friggin'
campus, like a family. I got a sense of that really, really fast. That the students, the faculty, and staff, we're like a family. We help each other. We support each other. I want to make sure each graduate understands that you're now part of the Mildred Elley family forever. You're a graduate from our campus. And being part of our family forever, I want you to really take this to heart. We will always be there for you. You're part of our family. If you need help, if you need assistance, if you need just to talk to us, we will always be there for you. One of the big things that we believe in at Mildred Elley is the career. You get educated for a career. So please, use us when you're looking for a job. Use us if you're looking for a promotion. Use us for the rest of your career, because that's what we're all about. So again, you're part of our family. You'll be welcome into that building anytime you want, and we will all be there to help. Thank you. I just want to we wish you the very best success, and we would like to thank everyone for attending tonight's graduation ceremony. We ask that the audience remain seated until after the graduates, program chairs, instructors, and those of us on stage have filed out. Thank you again for coming and celebrating this great day with all of us.